Hey everybody, Neosolid22 back again with another video. It's a pickup video, but first things first, you're watching me on my Sony Handycam camcorder right now, and I've gotten an upgrade to my camera at this point. So I'm just going to show that to you guys, and then I'm going to switch over and let you see the difference, hopefully, that this camera makes, because I bought a very nice camera back, actually. So, here's my camera. This is a Nikon D7200. It's got the 18 to 140 millimeter Nikon lens. I think they call it Nikkor is what they call the lens. So this is what I'm going to be shooting with from now on. Obviously, I didn't buy this just for you guys to watch my videos, all 190 of you. I think I'd be a little crazy if I bought this just for videos. I've just been wanting a really nice camera for a long time. I have a Canon T3i right now, which is a very, very decent camera, but video on it is kind of garbage because it doesn't have an autofocus for the video, while this does. And obviously, this is a much higher end camera than the T3i, which was not a very cheap camera when I bought it. But this one certainly is a big upgrade. I guess the D7200 is one of their newer models. It is basically on par with the Canon 80D or 70D, which is the previous model to the Canon, the 70D, now the 80D. So I compared the two, and I ended up ultimately going for the Nikon 7200. And I bought this at Creve Coeur Camera in St. Louis. Went there today and picked it out, and now I'm going to shoot it and test out with it, but I'm really happy with it so far with the photo quality. So now I'm going to test the video quality with you guys. So give me a minute. So here's the view with the new camera. Obviously I'm wearing a different shirt. I ended up shooting this part on a different day. I had some technical issues learning how to use this brand new fancy camera. So now I'm going to get to some pickups for you guys, but first I'll show you what I was shooting on prior to this. And that's a Sony Handycam. I can't remember the model number of this one. Oh, HDR CX100. It's a perfectly good camera. It gave a very grainy look, but it's about 6 or 7 years old. I believe I bought this in 2009 before my first son was born. He's turning 7 next month, so I bought this probably around this time in 2009. But it's been a good camera. The battery has long since died and I only could use it plugged up, but this is what I've been using. Obviously had the flip out there, but nonetheless, retiring that one from the YouTube career, buying this very nice camera for my 190 subscribers. If you're watching this video, this is for you, and to take pictures of my kids, because I'm not crazy enough to buy a very expensive camera for just my YouTube stuff, although I'm really excited to use it for you guys. So with that said, let's get to some pickups, and let's see how this does for some pickups. First off, I traded some PS1 games out of my collection. The things that are most expendable to me are my PS1 games. I don't have a lot of emotional attachment to those games. I played a lot of them. The ones that I played when I was younger, I'm definitely keeping in the collection. Things like the Resident Evils and Twisted Metal and things like that. Some of my favorite games from the PS1 era. But other stuff, it's almost always up for grabs. So I traded off some of those to get some really great stuff for my Master System collection. And here they are. And all these are complete and in very good condition. Rescue Mission. Supposedly a pretty darn good game. I'm going to have to check that one out. World Grand Prix. Looks like a very decent 8-bit racing game. Very heavy box on this one because it's got the poster and a little game catalog in it in addition to the manual. One I really wanted the lot for. Ghostbusters. Another terrible version of this game. But 8-bit Ghostbusters, I'll still play it. Choplifter, one of the better games that I like to play on the Master System. Very happy to get this one finally. Another one I wanted out of this lot, Penguin Land. Kind of a cool little puzzle platformer type game, I believe. This is kind of a throwaway title. Parlor games, pool, darts, things like that. Marksman and Trap Shooting. Nothing really special here, just a little combo cartridge type game. I think this one uses the light phaser. Yeah, it does. It definitely uses the light phaser. Shanghai, which is another awesome game. Not really, it's a Mahjong game. And you know what? I'm missing a game. I'm missing a freaking game. Where did my kids do with it? Okay, gotta put this on pause. So my kids have apparently thrown this one off to the side, and that is the one I bought this lot for, or traded this lot for, the one I wanted the most, and that's Strider. Strider's an awesome game. I love the series. I've played, with this one, I'll finally play all the 8-bit versions, which is all 2 of them. The NES version is a great game. The Sega Genesis version is probably the definitive version of this, outside of the arcade, I guess. But really happy to have that one. It's really tough to find. Alright, then I'll move over to some garage sale finds, and this is just part of a lot that I got at a garage sale and I already traded off. I got an NES system, some games, and then some DS games. I got Mario 64 on the DS as well, but I also got these 2. Pokemon Diamond, complete in box, and Pokemon Pearl, complete in box. It's pretty awesome. Basically, I gave $10 for an NES 4 games and then 3 DS games. The lady was like just throwing stuff at me. She didn't want it. She didn't even care. So I was like, I'll take it. Next, from Fangamer, I picked up a copy of one of my favorite games that's come out in the last couple of years, and that's Shovel Knight for PS Vita. Very happy to have this on Vita. It was kind of like a limited run type thing where you could pre-order and you would get it, and it's been a couple months since I ordered, probably 3 months at least, and it finally came in this week. And then I added some to the NES collection. That'll bring me to 648 games in the NES collection with these 3, but there's technically 4. First, off of AliExpress, I ordered one of these super games, 150 in 1, not counting this in the NES collection number because it's kind of like a crap out type game to count in that, so I don't count it. But I really bought this for my Play Choice 10 cabinet. I'm going to throw the NES adapter in there and put this in there to have like a large selection of games to play on it. Of course, these are all in Japanese, but for the most part they're all playable, like Mega Man 1 through 6 and Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3. Nothing in Japanese is going to really stop you from playing those. And then here's the 3 that I got for the collection. 2 of these were eBay purchases. I happen to have a little eBay credit, so I went ahead and bought a couple of games that I needed for the collection. First is Gremlins 2. Cart's not in the best shape, a little dirty, but overall not too bad. It's got a little puncture wound in it right there, unfortunately, in the label, but I'll live with it. Actually, not a bad game. Sunsoft game, decently priced game if you want to pick up something that's not too bad. Then I also picked up a game that I'm probably not going to recommend, but for the collection, Harlem Globetrotters. Also off eBay. I got both of those for, I think, less than $10 each, basically. And then I picked up this one from Ryan in the St. Louis Retro Gamers the other day. He posted it. It's a game I've been wanting to have for a long time. Very, very uncommon game. Not that high a price if you want to pick up a good shooter for the NES. That's not the Guardian Legend. And that's Terra Cresta. It's a North American release. You just don't see it that often. It runs around 20 to 30 bucks. He gave me a pretty good deal at 20 bucks on that one, so I picked it up. Excellent game from Vic Tokai, who you may recognize as making like Bump and Jump and a number of other NES games. They're one of my favorite NES producers. They also did Go-Go 13, which is a really fun game. So that's it. New camera. Hope everything looks really good. I'm working on getting like a shotgun mic to attach to it to fix the sound. Although my room here is fairly small and the sound's not too bad overall, I don't think. So thanks for watching. Let me know how the video looks with the new camera. And like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.